Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, our alliance has our very first Spice War for Season 3. And we are versing Pillow Fight Brigade from server 706. Their total alliance power so far is listed there, as you can see. They've got 100 members, level 22 gift level, and for my alliance, that's our alliance power, our gift level. We got 97 members. Now at the moment it is 11:56 p.m. Australian time, so not all of our members are going to be able to participate, unfortunately, but yeah, that's just unfortunately that's just out of our control. So, but we are the defenders for this first round. We're part of the Golden Legion, and sorry, not Golden Legion, Golden Tribe, and we're versing the Scarlet Legion faction, as you can see. So currently we only have 2 support buildings unlocked. That is the Mithril and the Exploratory Well. So that's the only support buildings we have at the moment. Our total spice is about 903,100,000.7k. The max they can plunder from us is 180.7k. And so the event is going to be starting pretty soon, just in about 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Just going to quickly show you some of the rewards you can get. So you can get those rewards, and those rewards, and you can get them by completing these actions: killing units from the enemy faction, and also when you lose units you will also get points, also with using healing speed ups and training speed ups as well. And I mean, they can earn points, I guess, from reducing the durability of our building. And also if you kill the protectors, you can also gain points. So yeah, that's how you pretty much get points. So we only had one alliance declare war on us, so there was no need for us to invite another alliance to assist. So that makes things a bit more easier. And yeah, so this is going to be interesting. This is our first Spice War. So we do have a rough idea of how it works. I'm actually just going to quickly send in my stronger squad and just make sure everything is all... Yep, that's fine. Okay. Sending in my stronger squad to garrison the Alliance Center, because if that one gets damaged and completely destroyed, you lose. So that's the most important building to garrison first with your strongest squad. 33.5 million. Hopefully it's going to be enough. I don't know. And as well as that, with these support buildings, the goal is to send the second strongest squad to the Mithril building, and then the third strongest to the Exploratory Well. So I'll just send off all my squads there. Now, of course, with the what is it called again? Rare Soil War event. You also have a missile in this event as well. So the attacking side can launch the missile. Now we're trying to coordinate with our server members to intercept the missile so that we don't actually get teleported to a random part of the map. That's the plan. So we're going to stay in this area around the Alliance Center. As you can see, our whole server has coordinated pretty good, and we have created what we call a mega hive, where we essentially block off a lot of the spaces so that the attacking side has to travel a lot further in order to actually attack the Alliance Center. So yeah, okay, so this event is starting very soon, at least for the missile. So let's see, war is coming soon, so I'm fairly certain they should be able to launch the missile fairly soon. Let's see. Alright, so we've got about 1 minute and 20 2 seconds to go until the war officially begins, round 1. So far, their warlord has not launched the missile, interestingly enough. So I'm not sure what they're planning, and I'm pretty sure their warlord is still currently in their server, or his server, so I don't know. I don't know what he's planning, but must be planning something. So pretty much just waiting to see what happens. Like I said, the war's going to begin very shortly, so we've got about 40 seconds to go. Still no missile has been launched. And so far, all the little red icons you see on the map, the dark red, that is our opponent. So far there's not many. So quite interesting. I don't know if they're planning to maybe teleport at the very last second, do like a surprise attack, but this is our Alliance Center location, so yeah. Just really waiting right now. Okay, so apparently he has teleported. No, not that guy. Okay, the missile's coming. We need to share this in... Is it shared in the chat? So we got Jess Baby from our server. Apparently he's going to be ashing all of the missiles for us. So hopefully he can get that one. Let's hope that our server leaders can actually ash. Let's see. Ah, that must be one of our ally servers. Nope. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's 689. Where's our... I swear I saw ours. Ah, there we go. My bad. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Larat. What? Cool. I've never seen that before. That looks awesome. $970. Ah, there we go. That's the one. That's the one I was trying to find. Just trying to check. If Jess Baby is actually gonna ash it. Oh, there we go. Jess Baby to the rescue. Nice work, Jess Baby. Thanks for that. Okay, so the plan has gone very good. Thanks to Jess Baby, and also thanks to Jon Snow. Thanks for that. Okay, let's get back to the Alliance Center. And let's see. Okay. So I'm currently reinforcing the Alliance Center. I have my second squad reinforcing the Mithril plant and my third squad reinforcing the exploratory well. So let's see what they plan on doing. As you can see, they are quite far away from the Alliance Center, which is good. So this Mega Hive strategy has worked very well. So let's see what happens. So far, I don't think they have attempted to attack any of the buildings yet, but they will be doing soon. Okay, so they're going to start. Okay, so let's see what happens. Anything can happen, really. I never like to sort of predict what's going to happen because you just never know. So, let me just see something quickly. Okay, so we got about... This goes for about 40 minutes, okay? So someone's going to attack... Okay. Cool thing as well, pro tip, this little green bar next to your euros, it's kind of like their health status when you're reinforcing. As your power's going down, this will actually change color to like orange, yellowy, and then red when you're really low on power. That's a good way to track it, to know when you're about to get, like, I guess, ashed. Some people like to just pull their troops up before, but I'm going to leave my troops in there as much as I can. and just reinforce if I get Ash. So, oh, actually, that's a good point. Let me find a player that is not part of an alliance quickly, so I can just get the 1% power boost. Okay. So the key with this is, as a defender, you really have to try last for the full 40 minutes to actually win as the defender. So I feel like as a defender it can be a bit hard because you do have to defend for quite some time. But the good thing is that they are pretty far away from the alliance center, and there's not really many of them, so there's probably a time zone clash, which actually works in our favor. So we're quite lucky as well. I mean, to be fair, like, I have to go to work pretty early tomorrow, so I am kind of sacrificing my sleep for this event, but I don't mind because this event is quite important, well, very important for Season 3. It's one of the main events, so because you are able to actually gain spice from this event, so... You might not get that bit. The alliance we're actually going up against, they call the Pillow Fight Brigade, so that's where that reference comes from. Okay, so far we're doing pretty good. All my squads, I don't think they've actually lost any or taken any damage yet. I'll double check. Nope, my main squad is fine. And my second squad, yes, I believe that's what it should be at. And my third squad, yep. So it looks like most of my squads are still fine. As I said, right now we have a mega advantage with a mega hive. And also because they don't really have that many players participating right now. That can obviously change, and that's why I always say, just you never know what to expect. It could also even be a strategy as well. But yeah, so we don't know what to expect, so... But so far, we are doing pretty good. I don't want to get too cocky. I'm not going to say anything. But yeah. So far, they have two big disadvantages right now. Number one, they're pretty far away from the alliance center. Number two, they do not currently have enough players participating. As the attacker, this is probably where, as the attacker, where it can become very challenging, because as the attacking side, you really do need to have a lot of members participating. As a defender, you can kind of get away with it because you can have players reinforce the alliance center and the supporting buildings before they go to sleep, for example, and they can just stay there. Yeah, they can still get ashed and they won't be able to send the troops back, but it still makes a big difference. However, as the attacking side, you have to have a lot of active players because you have to keep attacking. That is the difficult thing, I think, with being the attacker. The difficult thing with being the defender, however, is the fact that you have to be able to defend your alliance center for the full 40 minutes, which is quite a long time. And so if you were going up against a lot of attackers, it can become very, very challenging to defend because you're going to lose troops very quickly. So, but yeah, right now, definitely their biggest disadvantage right now is they just don't have enough active players at the moment. And I mean, as you can see, I don't believe any of my squads have actually taken any damage yet. Because look how many players... Okay, look, let's put things into perspective. So there's 50 players reinforcing the alliance center, 45 reinforcing the mithril plant, and 45 reinforcing the exploratory well. Versus, so far they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 versus 6 active players. That's the difference, you see. I mean, 6 active players... unless they are all mega whales, they're not going to be able to do a massive amount of damage against this many people reinforcing. You really have to be super, strong. And I think they have actually... Oh, never mind. I thought someone had actually attacked me, but no. That was just from the scouting. And I've still got that scouting boost. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just do it again, because this goes for about 15 minutes. So just going to quickly top that up. Okay. And now we got 51, so we got an extra member there. So far, we're in a very good position. Now, I will admit, one thing that helped a lot is the fact that Jess Baby was able to intercept the missile. As the attacker, I believe the missile is probably one of the most important mechanics of this event, because if you're able to actually launch the missile, anyone within the red square that pops up when you launch that missile will be teleported to a random part of the map. When that happens, what that means is if you have a lot of active players as the attacking side, you can quickly teleport around the alliance center of the defending alliance, and your march time would be very quick. So you can just keep spamming attacks, and that's it. And then you can easily just cause a lot of damage. So, that's why the thing is, so far, they just don't have the advantage right now. Like I said, thanks to Just Baby, their missile was intercepted, destroyed. If they were to stand a very good chance as of now, it would have been obviously ideal if they could launch the missile. That would have been the only advantage they could have gained right now, because they just simply do not have enough attacking players. Like I said, this event can be late, early, I don't know, depending on your time zone. And a lot of people have commitments outside of the game, so it can be very hard sometimes to participate in certain events due to timing. And I'm going to assume that just the timing for a lot of their players just didn't work out. So that's why they don't have a lot of active players. So, yeah. Obviously good for us though. It makes the event easier. Yeah, the event maybe not as fun. However, a win is a win, right? Even if it's an easy win. So, and it is round 1, so I guess it's good to kind of ease into the Spice War by just having an easy first round. So, and I mean, yeah, we're still gonna get some rewards from it at least. So, but yeah, I think going over the whole event, comparing what is it better to be, an attacker or defender? I think if I really have to think about all the pros and cons, I think actually being the defender is the easiest position to be in. Because number one, as a defender, you have time to really prepare everything. You can communicate with the other alliances in your server to create a mega hive, for example, which is a very popular strategy in a lot of servers because it's just so effective. Because as long as all the players are following the instructions and they are not leaving any kind of gaps, it'll be very difficult for the attackers to actually get close enough. Now, however, this strategy relies on one very important thing, and that is that the missile is intercepted. If the missile is not intercepted and it actually launches, then this strategy is not going to work out very well. I mean, it will still help, but it's not going to be as effective. So the key with this strategy is 100% you need to find the most powerful players in your server, get them to intercept the missile, and that way they can't actually send players on random parts of the map. So definitely the most important part of the strategy for it to actually work very effectively. And I mean, with this event, we have about 26 minutes remaining. So, not too much longer. But like I said, it can be, it's quite a long event as a defender. You have to, defend for 40 minutes. So it's not like it's a very quick event. And so far, it doesn't look like our opponent has really got any more players coming in so far. So I'm assuming they're all sleeping. That's all I could assume. They seem to be a pretty good alliance. Like, they've got 100 members. I don't know how active like all the members are, but like I said, it's probably just due to the time zone and all that stuff. So wait, let's see. Just gonna check the chat quickly. I don't even think I've got any points, to be honest. Nah. Nah. Because, like, none of my squads are actually getting attacked. Because we have quite a lot of people reinforcing, so... That's fine. I'm not really too concerned about the points, to be honest. I'm mainly just concerned with winning the event, in all honesty, so... I mean, yeah, I could get, obviously, like, nice rewards. Especially the honor points, but yeah. On Saturday, which is when we should be the attacker, let me just double check. It's 28th, let me just check the calendar quickly. Yeah, okay, so Saturday we are the attackers. Cool thing with that is obviously as the attacker, you can earn points easily because you're going to be actually attacking the alliance center and supporting structures. So I would actually argue that being the attacker, or if you are the attacker, it will be easier to get points than if you are the defender. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to treat any like day, which is a non-war day, and this event is going on because it happens twice a week. On those days, I'm just going to, you know, like not worry too much about the points if I'm the defender. On days where I'm the attacker, and also especially war days, that's where I can get, I have an opportunity to get a lot of points, but I also got to be careful because when this event happens on Saturdays, which is, you know, the war day, you need to be careful because if you're trying to not only let's say you're a defender on a Saturday, right? You still have to be careful because they can still attack your base then. And if you're trying to not only defend the alliance center and the supporting buildings, but also trying to defend against, you know, other players in terms of your base, that's a lot of things to have to defend against. So I would also argue that if you are the defender on a war day, it's probably best to actually keep your shield on and just simply focus on reinforcing the alliance center and the support buildings. However, obviously, if you are the attacking side, then obviously a different story. You want to be attacking everyone, attacking all the alliance centers, just all the support buildings. So yeah. But if we are lucky, maybe even as the attacker, we might be able to go up against an alliance in which maybe they're not the same time zone as us, so that maybe they'll be sleeping at a time. I know that kind of sounds a bit like almost kind of like cheating in a way, but it's a strategy, right? It's a war strategy game, so that's what you got to do anyway. So why make things harder if you can make them easier? So that's probably what I would be thinking of doing. You know, obviously I got to discuss it with my alliance members, see what kind of strategy we're going to use as an attacker. But it'll be interesting because we're going to be attackers on this Saturday, and obviously we're going to have to choose which alliance we're going to go up against, and we have to also keep in mind, you know, if we declare like war on a specific alliance and other alliances also declare war on that alliance can obviously invite other alliances as well to help them. So we really need to be careful of that. That is yeah, that'll be very important. So because I remember in season 2 when we had the rare soil wars, one of the rounds we were the attackers and it was a non-war day, I think. And so mostly just focusing on attacking the furnace. But I remember there was a second alliance that had also declared war on this alliance we're going up against. So this alliance we're going up against actually invited a very strong alliance to help them defend within the, you know, the ranking, the soil ranking group. And we ended up losing that one so badly. Like, we just was totally outpowered. Like, we just could not do any damage whatsoever. So I remember that very clearly. And yeah, so you got to be careful, like when you're declaring war. You just got to be very careful. I mean, obviously there's some things you can't control. You may not be able to control, obviously, what other alliances are going to declare war on the same lines you have declared war on. So yeah. Now with this these buildings, I can also use a strategy to get points by taking my squad out and putting them back in, because apparently the way the reinforcing system works on the alliance center and support structures, the last one to actually reinforce usually gets points because they usually get attacked first. That's what I've heard. So I could be doing that, but honestly, like I said, I couldn't be stuffed, man. Like, I'm just focused on winning this first round. It'll be very good, a good lot of like morale boost for our team if we win the first round. You know, give us a bit of confidence for round 2. So yeah, so I'm not too concerned. And could we really even get this final box open as a defender in this specific like round 1? I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. So we got about 18 minutes left. Is it worth trying to pull out and put the troops back in? I don't know. You know what? No. I'm not going to do that because I want to save my drill ground for when we are the attackers, because that's really when we're going to lose the most amount of troops. I mean, as you could imagine, like, it's going to be fun though, actually, because in that case, we can just simply keep attacking the, you know, attacking the what's the name? The Alliance Center, and if it's a Saturday, potentially attacking their bases. But to be honest, even if like, if I were the attacking side and it was a Saturday, which is like a war day, I don't know if it's even worthwhile not having a shield on. The reason will it let you attack the Alliance Center with a shield on? I can't remember in Season 2 if you could do that. Because I'm just thinking, if the game does allow you to actually keep a shield on whilst you're attacking the Alliance Center and the support structures, on war days, it may actually be better to do that, because then you can purely just focus on attacking the buildings, right? I mean, that's what the event is all about. So that way you can focus all your troops, all your protectors on the buildings. Because if you're having to try destroy the buildings and also worry about other players attacking your base, I feel like it's just not going to work. It's too much multitasking. So if it does give the option to keep a shield on and attack the support buildings and alliance center, I think that's what I'm personally going to do if it's a war day, if I'm part of the attacking side. Because I think that would be like a pretty good strategy, so... But I gotta just research that. Because I totally forgot Season 2, doing the Red Soil War, if we could actually keep a shield on and still attack the alliance and support structures. I don't see why not, to be honest. I mean, I can understand you won't be able to attack bases with a shield, but surely attacking the structures... Oh, no. It should be fine, because even in Capital War and Warzone Duel, even when you are shielded, you still can... Oh, no, could you attack? No, you couldn't. You could only reinforce. I don't actually think it's going to let us attack then with a shield. If that is the case, then... I mean, not the end of the world, but it just means that it's going to be a lot harder, because it's going to be so easy to get ashed and sent away. So, that's going to be challenging. So, in fact, it would probably be more... It would be more of a bigger advantage if you can actually be the defender on war days. Yeah. So, in fact, if you have a look at the actual schedule, right? So, we're going to be the attackers on Saturday, which is war day. So, we're actually going to be at a massive disadvantage, to be honest. Because look at it this way, right? Let's say, okay, it's a war day. You're the defender. You can obviously shield up, right? And you can still reinforce, because if you're shielded, you can still reinforce. However, if you are the attacker, I don't think the game will let you keep a shield on if you're going to plan on attacking even the buildings. I know obviously you can't attack bases with a shield on, but I'm pretty sure with buildings you can't as well, because I remember in, as I said before, Warzone Duel and Capital War, you had to actually keep your shield off if you wanted to attack the different, the structures, so to speak. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same for Spice War. So this Saturday is going to be very interesting, because, I mean, think about it. If you're up against a lot of strong players, they can easily send you flying away. I mean, they can, start a rally and easily just destroy your base, send you to a random part of the map, and then one of their players can teleport in your spot, you lose your position, you know what I mean? So, there's just so much, it's so much harder, I think, being the attacker on a war day when you're doing Spice War, so... But yeah, this is a pretty uneventful Spice War round 1, you could say. We've got 30 minutes to go, and I don't even think my squad has suffered any kind of damage whatsoever. And there's no battle report, so that's 100% true, so... Literally. Only downside is I haven't been able to get points, and like I said, I couldn't be stuffed to take my squads out, put them back in just before they attack. Couldn't be bothered. I'm just going to park my squad in these buildings just until the event ends. Like I said, I'm going to earn all my points when I'm the attacker. So, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Well, like I was saying at the start, this Mega Hive... defense is extremely effective as long as you can intercept the missile. Then in fact, I would call this method almost bulletproof. If you can intercept the missile, it is bulletproof. And even more so, if every single member in every single alliance in your server was able to form this formation, but literally no gaps. I'm talking about just neat little rows, you know what I mean? No gaps whatsoever. And in fact, I was going to say if you were 2 tiles apart, you could make it even harder, but then that would be a bit of a disadvantage for your server. So no, if you can literally just teleport right next to each other, keep it like this in a straight line, everything all organized, no gaps, no nothing. Very effective, as you can see. Even if our opponent had like 100 of their members, they would still have a pretty long march time, right? Because they would only be able to put their members around this area, fill in sort of maybe some of these gaps here, some of those gaps, you know what I mean? So their march time would still be fairly long. And, unless they were spending diamonds on speeding up their march time, it's going to take them ages to go to this, attack the structure, then have to go back, wait until they're back, then send out the squad again. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't know how many servers are using this strategy, this defense strategy, but I heard it's like super popular. I don't know who invented it, but whoever invented it is a genius, because like I said, it works like amazingly. And yeah, I mean, it's funny how I'm just thinking, like, not funny, but it's just interesting how this first round has sort of, it hasn't gone to like according to what I was expecting. Honestly, when I saw they had like 100 members, they had the 22 gift level, in my mind I was thinking, okay, this is a pretty active alliance. And when I was checking their powers, like, it was pretty decent power. And obviously total power is not a true indication of their power, because Euro power is always going to be the best indication of how strong someone is. But still, if you only have the total power to go by, it's still better than nothing. You can kind of like make an assessment, make an assumption about it. But, still hats off to all the members who were able to reinforce. I know probably like 75% of people reinforcing are asleep right now. But at least they were able to reinforce before they went to sleep. Like I said, anyone out there who's, a defender, you have a lot of members in different time zones who can't make the event. Just, let them actually go, and hold on a second. What just happened there? A lot of people literally just got ashed. Hold on. Is that going to show up in the record? Probably not, eh? Nah. You know what might have happened? I reckon they did a rally. Because I remember when we did one Rare Soil War where we were the attacking side, I remember we doing like individual attacks and literally were not making a single dent at all. And then we decided to do rallies, and all of a sudden we started to notice their players getting ashed. So I don't know if that's what just happened there, but it's weird. Like, all of a sudden there was at least, I think we lost at least 9 players in one hit or something. I don't know if it was one hit. I wasn't really paying complete attention to it, but yeah, that's interesting. And I don't think they actually did get more players. They still seem to have the same number of players, unless there's one of their players hiding away somewhere where I haven't seen yet. No, it doesn't look like it. That looks like that's it. I don't believe they get an extra player, so the only thing that would make sense, they must have had like a rally. I swear that it could only be a rally, like... Yeah, I'm pretty certain I haven't made a single point yet, but like I said, I don't care. Nah. Funny. Yeah, I guess that is, my bad. I guess that is like a considerate thing to do as well. Once you've reached the full points, just to pull your squad out and let other people just gain points as well. That's another thing I guess you could do. Under attack. Why is it only showing now though? We've always been under attack. What do they mean? That makes no sense whatsoever. Like, They've literally been attacking our alliance center constantly. Why is it only saying now that we're under attack? That's weird. Yeah, actually, let's see how many players have actually hit 500k. Sorry, not 500k, 50,000k rankings. Okay, quite a lot of players actually. Let's look at my alliance actually. Okay, so at least 30 of us have reached 50k. Oh, my bad, that's 500k. I'm a bit sleepy right now, my bad. I should have gone to bed sooner, but as I said, I wanted to stay up for the event, so 500k, okay. In that case, not many, only 11 then. But I swear we have more members. Let's see. Okay, so I've literally taken no damage there. And with my squad in this one, I've taken no damage there either. And this one, I have taken no damage either. Literally no damage whatsoever. Alright, let's see how many players have gotten points. Max points. Okay. Still only 11. Not much. I want to check actually. Okay, so at least we can still claim these rewards, right? 2 universal shards, 3k. Okay. The attacking alliance outnumber the defenders and the defending alliance wins, the victory reward multiplier will increase. Okay, 3 times. So I guess these are the rewards we can still get, even if we don't ash or lose any troops. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's got to be a rally. 100% that's got to be a rally. Nice. Thanks for that. 1.4k, not bad actually. At least I got an egg. I've already got 2, but you know, nothing wrong with having a 3rd one. Although they even did the rally just then, I still have... I don't think I've lose or lost any damage at all still. Yep. That's it? Jeez, wow. I totally lost track of time there. Well played. Well played. Got 0 points. But I got these rewards at least. And I mean, we won the event, so no complaints there. But yeah, that was good. A good first round. Like I said, you know, didn't know what to expect for the first round. Didn't know too much about this alliance either. But at the end of the day, there's 2 things that helped us a lot. Number 1, we were able to get Jess Baby and Jon Snow to Ash the missile. Number 2, they didn't have enough attackers, and in fact there's a 3rd one as well, the Mega Hive strategy. Those 3 things were the key to our victory for round 1, so I'm pretty happy about that. I'm glad we had a lot of members reinforcing as well, even though they had to go to sleep. But yeah, no, that was awesome. So that was round 1 of Spice War as the defender. So I will definitely record round 2 where we are going to be the attackers. It's going to happen on Saturday this week, and that's going to be interesting, not only because we'll be the attackers, but we're also actually just give me a moment, missed it. Not only are we going to be the attackers, but it's a war day, so we're also going to be able to Ash bases. So it's going to be very interesting dynamics. But anyway, that's all for this video, so hopefully you found that entertaining, and I'll see you in the next Spice War video.